Watch that. Put it on simmer. When I was a kid in high school, I went to Pasco High School, same school that Taylor Sheridan went to. I got this Richard Bachman book, The Long Walk. Found out Stephen King wrote it. The director of this one is Francis Lawrence. Cowper Hoffman, also known as Cooper Hoffman, and David Johnson, Garrett Waring, and Tut Newgood. I haven't decided if I'm going to call Bradley Cooper Bradley Cowper, or Bradley Cooper, and Cooper Hoffman. I don't know. I'll get mixed up on set. He's a dangerously good actor. His dad was the best actor in the world, besides Marlon Brando. And I read this book when I was at Pasco in my bedroom. I was in my bedroom, but I was waiting to go to school, and I read it all in probably one night, like I did a lot of Stephen King's novellas. One of the best damn stories I ever read of the Richard Bachman series. Actually, to be honest, I liked it better than Rage. By the way, I got a copy of a PDF of Rage, Cooper Hoffman. I'll sell it to you for $5 million. Let's watch it. Pretty good. Tone it down a little bit. ID, please. Tone it down. Relax. Just relax. Think of Jack Nicholson. Come on. Show it to me. Come on. There you go. Reach in that bag. Just chill. Think of Jack Nicholson. Think of Jack Nicholson. Very good. Think of Jack Nicholson. That's good. Reach in your pocket like that. A little self-conscious. Not good. I got a 2-hour audition going on. It's nice. I love you better. Scratch your butt. Front of you with somebody else.
Turn out the AC.
I'm turning the fucking AC off. I'm trying to watch Cooper Hoffman.
You need to keep your voice down. Please.
That's pretty good. Good hug. Tight. That's nice. That's real nice. Just like Daddy. Just like Daddy. Very good. Now you can get a fucking lawyer. Talk to you later. That's real nice. Just keep it straight. Don't let her get to you. Very good. That's real. Yeah. Just that. Just that. That's real nice. Real nice. Just that. Just that. Yeah. Get it. Get it, girl. Get that Oscar. Yeah. That's nice. Now I just pissed off Matthew McConaughey. Yeah, he kind of reminds me of Kevin Costner a little bit. I'll tell you why. When I was at the actor studio, Kevin Costner once said, when he was being interviewed by James Lipton, is he said this: well, you have a look, you do a look. Yeah. He talks that way. You do a look. He does this kind of stuff. Now, Michael Caine does stuff with the eyes, but he does things with a look. This is very, very powerful in film. Stage, pretty powerful on stage. But the eyes are like lasers. That's what I was taught by a professor at Texas Wesleyan named Ken Stilson. He said the eyes are like lasers. He also liked that Laser Cat skit, Saturday Night Live. But these guys, very good actors. Very seriously good actors. This one right here, I place about $1 million on this puppy. He'll get himself an Oscar. He will get himself an Oscar one day. It'll happen. Quote me now. He'll get a fucking Oscar. What?
You have 10 minutes to get this shit out of your system. Please.
I swear to God, this motherfucker right here is gonna get an Oscar. All right. YouTube removed a video that was entitled...
But I don't want to hold you. However she did it. I gotta go over. Thank you. What's your name? Ben? Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see if I can show it to you guys. Cyberbullying is what they're saying. It's around 3817, but they're not allowing me to download to correct it because it has important legal information. So 3817, let's look at that right now. There may be a cartel member in YouTube, but I'm not for sure. This is about the cartel. Let's look at it right here.
Cole. Phone's really hot.
Let's go back to where the bullying is.
Phone's really hot.
Through 3847. That's not
So I think I
cyberbullying.
pee, sweetheart.
So that information they put on us.
I think I pee.
We're gonna have to be
Right now.
analyzing this.
I need to walk.
No, not right now. No.
I need to go pee. Let's go somewhere. My phone is hot. I need to pee. And I don't want to be told
That's
these
3847.
Fine.
Okay. I don't see it.
I just don't, I don't feel comfortable with me saying this.
All right. Did you feel comfortable during the stop?
We'll talk about that later.
Okay. Did they touch you or
This will
grope
be
you?
going up on
Did
Facebook.
Officer Zeke grope you?
Yeah,
Roger.
no.
Rip
Okay,
out.
she did. What did she do?
No, she didn't.
Did she talk to you?
Yeah.
Did she look at you with like kind of sexy eyes?
No, her left leg
Hang
went
on.
on the fucking bed.
Her left leg started shaking.
No,
Okay.
she was standing down.
She was standing down where?
On the damn curb.
There's no way that woman is hetero. I tell you something. If she is,
I
then I'm
can't-
fucking amazed.
Kept staring at her eyes.
You're staring at her. Was she going like this?
Please, I need to call my job. Can you please park?
That's what she did.
All right,
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
I'm not
In my
doing
mind.
this shit.
In my mind. I only imagine.
I didn't know
What did she
that
say
you
about
could.
middle officers?
I didn't know that.
She just said something about middle officers. What
Huh,
did she
that's
say?
interesting. Check YouTube for cartel members. So they are allowing me to edit the video, and I know I can watch the other video and find out that it's at 3817 or whatever my fucking Hispanic fucking playwright guy ripped off my memory is. Right. So what we're at, you can do rectangle. Rectangle might work good for this one. And we want to track object. There we go.
I think I peed.
That'll track the object.
So that information they put on us.
I think I peed.
Okay.
Put it down.
This will
No,
annoy
not right now.
my father.
Sweetheart.
So that information they put on us.
I think
See
I
how that
peed.
happened right there? My
Put it
dad
down.
did that right there. Now,
I'm gonna walk.
what we want
No, not
to
right
do
now. No.
I need to go pee.
is we want to blur
Okay.
the entire
She looked at you with like kind of.
My father and the cops were just trying to kill me. It's not a big deal.
Walk.
They did kill my sister, though. Yeah, they were able to kill your sister.
So
Now,
information they put
right
on us.
here,
I think I peed.
we want
Put
to
it down.
blur more. Okay, so this is it. It's all about dexterity in the end.
Sweetheart.
All my
So,
father wants to do is
information
kill
they
me
put on us.
like he
I
did
think
my
I
sister.
peed. Put it down.
A little bit longer. Very good.
I'm gonna walk.
No.
Now,
What's that?
and he wants to try to take everything from me.
Make the call.
Phone's wrong.
There we go. We're trying to track it. There we go. Tracking it. Very good. Want to bring that up a
I
little
think
bit
I
more.
peed, sweetheart.
So that information they put on us.
I think I peed. Put it down.
Name is on there, but the address isn't.
No, not right now.
We might be in
I
business.
need to go pee.
Let's go ahead and
Let's go
submit it.
somewhere. My phone is hot. I need to pee.
So to review
And
my
I don't wanna
videos
be
for any
told
content
Let me see it
about
real
its
quick. Let me see
community
it real quick.
That's fine.
and send. So we sent it through, did the best that we could on that particular video out of the 16,000. Out of the 16,000. Every once in a while, we have to learn to blur. My name is Blur, reface.
and I get the fuck what I want. My name's Blurry Face, and I get what I want. It's pretty good, kitty. Just look up this way. Here. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you okay? Oh, that's good. That's good, kitty. That's good, yeah. Very good. Yeah, give me your paw. All right. Shake. All right, that's good. That's good, kitty. Bite. Yeah, fight. 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 Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf. Yeah. Go, Shia. That's just a nickname we'll use one time. Last night I was real late watching The Long Walk repeatedly over and over again. It's the best move since the movie. Sorry. It's the best Stephen King thing ever. Let me think. Since The Shining. Fucking violent. I started vlogging that electric line about a week and a half ago. I finally watched our YouTube show. Jesus. Yeah, people could have died. Save lives, boys. Save lives. You keep on shouting. Yeah. Wanna rock and roll all night. And party every day. Wanna rock and roll all night. And party every day. She keeps on shouting, yeah.
Do you have your code ready?
Yeah, I've got it.
All right, don't ask a million questions. Get the food and let's go.
Gotcha.
Hi, are you gonna use your mobile app today?
Yes.
Hello, how can I help you?
It should be under the name of Cole or Jonathan.
Excuse me?
Yeah, OM94. Thank you.
Okay.
94. Got it. Good to go. You keep on shouting.
Will you quit it?
Nothing. Thank you so much, doll.
There you go.
I like your tattoo.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That'd be nice, but they won't give you the food. Huh?
You never say thank you.
I said thank you.
You never say it.
I always say
No,
it.
you don't.
I always say people's
I
tattoos are cool.
always yell at you. You pull up while they're in the middle of talking.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I don't feel like talking the whole shift, okay? Probably gonna walk in. Looks like 2 other people already called in. And you trained her and stuff. And only got like 2 hours of sleep because of you. My eyes are fucking burning. I have to take a shit after I eat.
Hard times. You get your breakfast, you go in, you do your work.
Quit talking like that, dude.
Gotcha. Talking like who, dude?
Watch out.
Shit, FBI.
Go ahead,
Turn off
soccer
this
mom.
way. Oh my God, look at this shit.
Okay, that's fine. That's cool.
Look at that shit. Oh, sorry. Thanks, just a handoff right here and we're good to go. You have a good one. Right there, baby. Good to go.
Quit it.
Sorry.
Quit talking like that.
Thank you.
Focus on train.
I've noticed that some people eat like this. I'm just going to show you something. Some people eat like this. That's cool when people do that. They're usually Mexicans. They eat like this. I'm just saying if you eat like a Mexican. Because I can tell.
Please, not right now. How much do you...
Oh shit. Is that Piggy Piggy Boo?
Who cares? No, it's not. Quit it. Can you get that out of my face? He stayed up till 7:30 in the morning, barely got any sleep, and I start my job today. Get that camera out of my face now.
All right, we're going to go ahead and cut here.
They gave me spicy chicken.
For racism
Tastes
reasons.
spicy.
It's spicy.
Oh. I'm too spicy.
Okay.
Hey, sweetie. Give me a kissy.
Watching the vlog so far, you probably know that I was up really late. I got to watch 2 movies. Sometimes in a day, I'll get to watch 2 movies. I don't always get through both movies. The one movie that I did get through was The Long Walk. It was, it's like a 2025 film. It's brand new. It's got a guy named Cowper Hoffman, also known as Cooper Hoffman. I call him Cowper because I know a Bradley Cooper. If you had them both on set, you would get it'd be really crazy. Like, Copper, stage 7, and none of them would show up. But it's Cooper. They're both Coopers. They're 2 Coopers. One flew the coop. Which one was it? Anyway, I saw Philip Seymour Hoffman's The Glory of Living with Jeffrey Donovan and Anna Paquin on stage. I wasn't on stage when I saw it. I was sitting an audience member. I was sitting as an audience member. It was the only play that gave me a hard-on. Yeah, it was crazy. And I was watching it going, this is insane. I did not know theater could be that way. That was Philip Seymour Hoffman's direction of stage. He did a lot of stage work in New York. Worked with Sam Shepard's people. Did True West with John C. Reilly. But anyway, regardless, Philip Seymour Hoffman did make a baby. And that baby was Cooper Hoffman, not Bradley Cooper. I don't know if he's named after him, but anyway, he might be, but it was really, really good. The Long Walk is great. The direction is done by a guy named Francis Lawrence, I'm guessing. My handwriting's horrible. Francis Lawrence, I'm doing like a Marlon Brando thing. He did I Am Legend, which I saw that in the movie theater. It's Will Smith. It's my favorite, like, zombie film, for sure. It is, you gotta go see I Am Legend. It's like, when I saw it in the movie theater, I saw it with my first wife, and I realized that movies can be, like, really emotional, and, like, you didn't know when to cry or when to jump. It was cool to see the little dog running around with him. It has a dog in it. That movie is like the best zombie film. It's based on an Alpha Man or something like that. I get it wrong? Omega Man. Okay. It's based on Omega Man. It is a very, very, very good movie. Now he later on he did a really dangerously good movie called The Long Walk. Now, I remember reading The Long Walk. It's a Richard Bachman movie. And if you don't know who Richard Bachman is he's a novelist, and he's also Stephen King. Stephen King wrote under a pseudonym known as Richard Bachman. He wrote The Rage, which I have a PDF for. I'll sell to you for $5 million. $5 million. You got me, Cooper? $5 million. It's a private copy that was sent to me by Stephen King's people. I used to live in Maine and write. I have The Rage. I'm one of the few that have it. And I got The Rage myself, if you know what I mean. He also wrote The Long Walk. I read it in this order. I read it Rage, Long Walk, and then you go into The Running Man, which they did with Arnold Schwarzenegger as a movie. And then finally it wraps up with Roadworks or something like that, which they haven't made into a movie. There's always like one Stephen King novella in a set that they've never made. For example, different seasons, they've never done The Breathing Method. I always thought that'd be cool to do. But they've never done The Breathing Method. They always leave one out, you know. I don't know why, but different seasons is the best thing ever. They did The Body, which was Stand By Me with River Phoenix and all the guys, you know. Corey, is it Feldman? It's Corey Haim. No, it's Corey Feldman. Hang on. Corey Haim, Corey Feldman, Corey Haim, Corey Feldman. Corey Feldman. Let's just pretend like it was Corey Feldman. River Phoenix was in it when he was young. He plays Chris. And then, of course, you have Will Wheatley and Jerry O'Donnell. And it's like the best film ever. And it was done by Rob Reiner. It's literally the best movie ever. But what they did is they got a really good director to do The Long Walk, and some really good actors. Cooper Hoffman's wonderful. He's very believable. The thing is, I want to say something about what the actors did in The Long Walk that they haven't done in a long time in a movie. They really personalized everything. It wasn't about their characters, and it wasn't really about like their death scenes were really cool. They get shot in the head over, like they keep getting shot. What happens in The Long Walk? I read it when I was younger. It's in a dystopian society, like it's like almost like a dystopian thriller, you could call it, or something like that. But these people it's very Hunger Games. They get selected to go on this long walk. It's like 300 miles or something crazy, or even longer, until until there's only one man standing. It's all boys. And they're walked at gunpoint. Now, I remember it being a little different in the book. I thought everybody was on foot. But in this one, of course, there's like jeeps and tanks and stuff. I'm going to reread it. It's Richard Bachman. And so anyway, what happens is if they slow down below 3 miles per hour, then they get a warning. Then if they keep slowing down below 3 miles per hour and walking, then they get a second warning. And if they keep going slow, and it's about the rules in this game. They keep going slow and they're going under 3 miles per hour, boom, they get a final warning and they get shot in the head. It's really weird. This is during the Vietnam age, when everybody knew that if we go to Vietnam, 5 guys went and 1 guy didn't come back. You know, 1 guy got shot in the head, or 1 guy got blown up by a mine, and always made the news. It was violent. Vietnam was violent because we never had a war that was covered as intensely on television as Vietnam, and so many soldiers died. It was horrible. So it affected people and writers and the way they thought. And it also reminded me of kind of like the Holocaust, kind of like death march kind of thing. But where it was coming from, I don't know. But the dystopian aspect of it is that the society has chosen these young boys to walk for their country so that the country will do better financially. Like The Running Man a little bit. And it's very good. They talk to one another. Sometimes they help one another. Sometimes they hinder one another. But they have to work and compete with one another. And you think that Cooper Hoffman's character is going to win in the end. It's down to 1 black guy and 1 Cooper Hoffman. And the black guy did really great. And you think it's gonna be like this thing where he wins and then he sacrifices himself, even though his mother wants him to win, so this black dude can make it. So you get to the point where it's about the Civil War, not the Civil War, I'm sorry, a little bit of Civil War stuff, about the, what is that called whenever they're on those buses, the bus rides. It happened in the civil rights time. Because also Stephen King went through the civil rights time. You know when they all got on the buses, the bus rides, and the civil rights? And then there was always this, maybe like this white dude that kind of sacrificed himself so the black guy could go get ahead. It's that kind of feeling, you know. It's really good. So I watched that, and I was like, man, this guy would make a good Shep Dwight East, not the black dude. But he would be good too. Yeah, he would be. He would be maybe good. There might be some roles for him too. I thought all the actors were great. I didn't mean to be racist, sorry. But there's race involved in that. If you watch The Long Walk, it's a little bit about race. I think I remember the cover of The Long Walk too. And there was a young black guy standing out front in it. So he's like standing out front and you can see him, he's black. It looks kind of weird, like the cover of one of the Long Walk books. But it was really good. I got emotional, but you know, just because you don't cry doesn't mean the movie doesn't affect you. So ultimately, I thought their performances were sincere. I thought everything was sincere. You haven't seen it like this a lot until something like Stand By Me. It was about these brothers working together, you know, to get through this long walk. And nobody wins but this, you know, black dude. It was really, really good. Okay, now, that set aside, I watched that. I'm going to may have to read Long Walk again. Then we get to Alta Nights with Robert De Niro. Barry Levinson directed it. He was the same guy that did Wag the Dog. Believe it or not, I'm going to rewatch Alta Nights. It's very good. Now, Robert De Niro plays all these different versions of these mafioso guys. And it's hard to recognize him. One time I thought, what's Joe Pesci doing in this? I was just it was weird. I've never seen anything like it. I think it's great. They do a lot of split screen, and you got Robert De Niro talking to another version of Robert De Niro. And I heard, okay, when I did the movie, when I looked for the movie review, they said it was horrible. I like it. I think it's great. Robert De Niro is playing all these different versions. It's almost like a one-man show, and it's almost like it's very theatrical. And he does something with his nose. I think he'd be great for Joe, a vlogger, in Vlogger versus Vlogger. Just like I think Cooper Hoffman would be great as Shepard Dwight East in Rib. Rib out.
All right, kitty. Hang in there, kitty.
There is a reason why I started off the Long Walk review talking about theater. It's very theatrical. It's very much like a play. You can always see the characters, especially the protagonist, Cooper Hoffman, walking out front, and everyone's there, just like on a moving stage. And one will come up to another and start talking and then move back. I think Stephen King was thinking about theater when he wrote that. He's also thinking about the camera too. But the shot stays on the main guy. What's his name? The one that, Ray, something like that. Because he says, this is for Ray at the very end, and the black guy shoots the major. Anyway, you got to see it. It's very, very good. I was blown away. It's 2025. Same director that did I Am Legend. It's very, very good. I think it's the best Stephen King since The Shining.
Love you, yes I love you. Kitty, I love you. I love you, kitty. These are the two that I watched. I love you, kitty, yes I do. You're so pretty, kitty. So pretty, kitty. Yes, I love you. Yes, I... Where the fuck did it go? Oh, yeah, it's movies. Let's see. You gotta go to movies. All right. So, I watch a lot of shit. Oh, that thing's great, dude. That is fucking great. That shit is fucking great. All right, let me see something. Nope. Those sons of bitches. Did they take it down? Yeah, they probably did. Someone got rickrolled. Let me say something. Dude, it's not even there. Weird. The freaking cops took it down.
Be careful. The cops will try to control you. Let's go down this way right up here. Whoa. Yeah, I know. I'm flipping out. You gotta watch Rib. Rib is fucking great. It's a great movie. You just haven't made it yet. Now, this is again. Go this way. Grab it on this way. Over here. Go this way. Go right here. Go this way. Go this way. There we go. Go over here. Go that. Go that. Yeah, very good. And go this way. There we go. Move this way. Okay. Go to the T. The T. Very good. It's like the Enigma. Go to the H. Very good. Now go to the E. Very good. Now go to the L. The E to the L. Got it. Now go to the O. Very good. Now go to the N. I'm getting creepy. There it is. I thought they did take it down. No, they weren't able to. It's right there. Now, if they ever make Rage into a movie, that's going to be crazy. And it'll be protested. Yeah, they're protested. That's Cooper Hoffman. One of them is David Johnson. Then there's Garrett Waring and Tut Nyatt. These two guys, Oscar winners, big time. They're like Jack Nicholson and freaking Will Smith. I mean, they're great. I'm going to watch it again. And they have the tank. I think the tank was in the book too. Then the Major. And then the kids walking. It's called The Long Walk of Stephen King. It's 1 hour and 48 minutes. It's a thriller drama. It's dystopian. It's a dystopian thriller. It's the best thing out right now. It is freaking great. It's violent though. So if your kids watch it, get VidAngel. You want to get VidAngel big time. There's bullets that go through people's heads. But when it comes to storytelling, it's got a good message about sacrifice, giving up your own life for your brother. That's what he does. He gives his life up for him so that he can win. And that's the black dude I was talking about. He's amazingly good. Cooper Hoffman, freaking great too. They both deserve Oscars. This is Francis Lawrence. He's the director. He did I Am Legend. It's a bad old movie, dude. I'm going to watch it again because I'm a big Stephen King fan. And also have a copy of The Rage. I think that'll make a good movie. It explains everything you need to know about The Long Walk when it opens. Remember, Stephen King mostly used words. He wasn't much of a filmmaker. He did make one movie. He directed one movie called Maximum Overdrive. But this is everything you need to know about The Long Walk starting off. They use words first. So the character that Cooper Hoffman plays is Raymond Garrity. He gets a letter that says, congratulations. Okay. Sorry, I got my headphones on. Hang on. Take my headphones off. He gets a letter in the mail that says, congratulations. Your voluntary submission to participate in the Long Walk has been accepted through lottery. You now have the rare honor of representing your state as a symbol of hope in these economically desperate times. The entire nation will be watching the live broadcast with admiration and awe. If you win, unimaginable riches and a single wish await, a chance to break free from today's financial struggles and inspire the nation. Please report to the starting line on May 1st by 8 a.m. Luck to you, Mr. Garrity. Thank you for fucking up, Kitty. I really do appreciate it. I work so hard on all these kinds of things. That was the first time I ever read it. But anyway, I read it last night. It's really, really good. Check this out. You can use that if you want to remake the film. You got a little voiceover for it. I've done a few voiceovers for Stephen King. I did one for Full Dark, No Stars. I think it was from 1922. I'm not really remember if that was it or another one. But I did do a reading for it on my demo. This is really cool, though. You should check it out. I'm going to watch it again. Right on cue, Kitty. Right on cue. All right. That's the Major. He shows up on the road to give him the rules. Now, everything is done in lottery. Stephen King explains that. You're chosen, just like you were in Vietnam, to fight. In this case, you're chosen to walk. There's a great scene between him and his mother. His mother has to let him go. I skipped over that. It's very emotional. Stephen King, when he was early in his ages of writing, he went to a workshop to study poetry. And when he was there the entire time, the only thing he did was he watched soap operas. He just watched soap operas the entire time. So it's very soap opera-y in the very opening with the mother. But that's okay. There's also kind of a hint to some of his early movies like the original It. Have you ever seen the original It with Tim Curry? The style of acting is what I mean. So they pick it up very well. There's always a dorky kid who stutters. There's always these students that probably Stephen King was writing about in his head. Stephen King was a teacher. The major is kind of like the principal of the school in a way. He's also kind of like a football jock, teacher, like a football gym coach kind of guy. But he follows them, and he gives the rules right here. I'm probably going to vlog a little bit. This is about 7 minutes and 55 seconds. The guy who directed it did I Am Legend. We're going to talk about him too. Actually, to be honest, we're going to use technology to our favor, and we're going to find his name. I know it starts with an F. Francis Lawrence is the director. He did I Am Legend. Let's resume. What got my attention? That's Garrity getting up. What got my attention is they're giving out dog tags before the walk. Those are given out of order. There's a reason for that. There is no order, Bobby says. There's no order. He receives his dog tags out of order. There's a reason for that. Stephen King's a Protestant. Let's go, boys. Rib out. Now, they are given advice. The device goes on their wrist. It's a measurement, or it measures how fast they're walking. It measures their speed. They can't go under 3 miles per hour. They can go over all they want. They cannot get off the road or they're shot immediately if they walk off the asphalt. If they slow down below 3 miles per hour, they're giving a first warning, then a second warning, and a third and final warning, and they're executed on the road. They can turn around and walk the other direction, but they'll be killed. And if they uprise, they'll be killed. It's released on HBO. Line up by fives. So there we go right here. In no particular order. Line up by fives in no particular order. Their order is random, chaotic, just like darkness and the Protestants. Now you'll see all of them there in no order. Number 1 is killed randomly, not in that order. I don't know. I don't think number 1 is killed first, but all the different orders. If I'm not mistaken, Cooper Hoffman's character, Ray Garrity, has number 47. Stephen King's house is 47 West Broadway in Bangor. La 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 la. La 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 la. Everyone in no particular order. 5 of you. Line up. Now, near here where I live, there is a store called Quick Sack. There is a word that's used over and over and over again throughout the long walk. It's the word sack. Because they got it. Use your sack, boys. Drop a bottle, hit brown, drop a sack, right? It's called their scrotum. And he talks about it quite a bit. Right, Scro? I have a friend named Scro. He talks about the sack. Now, read a really good story that's similar to the body called The Catnappers. It's under my pseudonym known as Ash Cole. He talks about the sack. Let's watch a little bit more. He's really good too, that one. He plays a little nervous. Stephen King always got those nervous characters. This is very dystopian novel. There it is, right there. So this could easily be the cover of the book. But it's not, I don't think. There might have been some. There are many covers. Stephen King's had some great artists work with him. But, yeah, he uses the word sack over and over again. It's kind of a little joke. Stephen King's kind of funny. And they all gotta die, but one of them. If you slow down, you get shot. If you get off the road, you get shot. If you try to fight, you get shot. They must obediently die. And the winner takes it all. Bring it on, Kingy King Pooh. Because Stephen King, he's a fucking cop. There's the watch. So it's not actually a watch. It just measures the mileage per hour, I guess you could say. I think it's the mileage. I guess that would be per hour, wouldn't it? It measures the mileage. It measures. Let's see what it does. Sometimes you can't say it with words. You have to look. It measures the speed. It measures the speed. There it is. The miles per hour is measured. The miles per hour. Stephen King didn't know that. The miles per hour is measured. Right here is something different right here. That's the miles per hour because it says mph. They have to stay at 3 miles per hour or higher. This is probably the mileage. Right? Stephen King Pooh. There was a lady that ran into Stephen King's house with a grenade. It's true. This was like a reaction to the Vietnam War, which is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a reaction of the Vietnam War. Now, you know, to my show, I always show those two things. In the Please Subscribe show, we always show those two things. The long walk is probably going to be one of the most important influences on the Please Subscribe show development, which will always be developing. For one thing, I'm a fucking retard genius. Now, what is a retard genius? Because Philip Seymour Hoffman was one, Cooper Hoffman is one. A retard genius is where people are like, man, that dude's retarded, but he must be a fucking genius. Einstein was a retard genius, okay? Stephen King, retarded genius, okay? He was also a teacher. And he's probably one of the most brilliant writers since ever, since Edgar Allan Poe. That's what the watch looks like. But it's actually, they have them today. So they also show signs of Vietnam. Look at the belt. That's showing signs of Vietnam. That's an army belt. I used to have one. You could buy them at the Army Navy store back in the day. Whenever you, so whenever you watch or when you read Catnappers, I never mention a belt like that on purpose. But we did have those belts when we went out to raid houses and Catnappers, if you read Catnappers. But I never mention a belt like that. Stephen King does. There's, he's got his watch on. It's not actually, that's actually a watch. But this right here, it reads the mileage per hour. There's a word for it. Okay. He also talks about it's like advertised on a YouTube kind of thing. So it's advertised on basically national TV for the sake of financial reasons, just like the Running Man. It's very similar to the Running Man. The Running Man is also similar to the Bachman book. Now, do I have my Bachman books? No, I sold them. I sold my Bachman books for $2,000. I had 2 of them, so I got $4,000 out of it, and I was able to go on vacation to Paris. Ask Stephen King; he'll tell you that's true. No, I sold it at half-price books for about $5. The Bachman book. You know how much it's worth now? $5,000. Walk until there's only one of you left. Maintain a speed of 3 miles per hour. If you fall below the speed, you're given a warning. If you can't make the speed back up in 10 seconds, you're given a second warning. The 3 warnings, and you don't comply, then you're shot in the head with an M16. You step off the pavement, you get your ticket without warning. The goals will last the longest. There's one winner and no finish lines. Any of you can win, and any of you can walk long and steady enough. He also says, I look at all of you and I see hope. Faith, hope, love, and charity. Rib out. See you on set. They start the race. Anyone can win. We're going to look at the watch. It says 3.3 miles per hour. Ergonomy, or however you say it. In a minute, the filmmaker will he probably put this in there, but the book also does it too. Now, here's something very important about the long walk. It's not done over the period of days. Days do go by. Stephen King measures everything by mileage. It's done by the distance. So it's logged by the distance. What did Tennessee Williams say in Glass Menagerie? He said this. Tennessee Williams, and the director probably cried when he said this to the boys. The longest distance between 2 places, right? He talked about that. Time is the longest distance between 2 places, or something like that. Stephen King does it different. He just shows the miles, not necessarily the time. It's pretty cool. But why did Tennessee Williams talk about time? Time, it takes time to get there. There is no time in this if you watch it. We do know if it's day or night, but we don't know exactly how many days go by. We just know what mile they're on. And we don't know how long it takes them. It's not really timed in that way if you watch the movie. It gets to like 300 miles, you know. It's like, how could they do this? You know, their ankles break and stuff. You know, they go into convulsions. And they can't keep that 3-mile range. Like number 3, they never say number 3, but number 3, final, 1 warning, you know. Number 3, second warning. Number 3, final warning, then shot in the head, that kind of thing, you know. Number 23, warning. It goes out through the whole thing. This is like a play. It's written like a play. It's beautiful. It's the best thing since The Shining. I'm being serious. I'm not lying. This Stephen King movie is the best thing since The fucking Shining, for sure. It is amazing. And if I were you, I'd wait for your kids to watch it until they're 18. Unless you get a VidAngel version. If you get a VidAngel version, they might can watch it. It's very violent. If you get a VidAngel, then they'll cut the violence. But it's very violent. It shows the bullets and everything. Same guy that did I Am Legend, so he's very good with special effects and stuff. If he calls you a retard, then I win. Because he does what? If he calls me a retard, I win. Because of what? Because of rage. If he calls me a retard, I win. Because of rage. If he goes into rage, you win. Now here's the M16. See it? Just like in Vietnam. Something dystopian, it's done in a very extreme fashion, okay? It's out of this world. It's 1984, George Orwell, you know? It's way over the top. Everything is like dark and death, quick death, you know, in a dystopian novel. This is a dystopian novella, or short story, basically, is what it kind of is. But it's very like just, oh my God, what is going on? It's emotional. Dystopian stuff is emotional. Native American is also mentioned, and he ends up blowing his head off with the M16. Now, there is nothing in the planet more powerful than a writer, other than the United States president. In a minute, you're going to see them pass by something that is very symbolic to what's going on in my life right now. Stuff that I'm experiencing, just seeing the world and observing the world with my camera. Now, you see here, there's a camera on that tank. You couldn't see it. You can see it right there. You see the camera? It's on the tank. And this is all televised. This right here. Couldn't find it. Move over this way. Sorry about that. This is something... Vietnam was not a war. It was a police action. My friend Foster Harrington said that before he lost his life. His second term as a war hero. He was a Marine. He died on the second tour in Afghanistan as a Marine. He was a sergeant in the Marines, and he died. It's very rare that happens. He wanted to be a police officer, but he went into a bar. And when he walked in, this happened in Florida, and he walked in, he said that the guy said something about his mom. Now, his mom died in front of him. His mom spit up blood, and she died of emphysema. She was a smoker. So he said something, yo, mama, or something. So he walked over to the man and hit him. The man was a police officer that he hit. So he lost his opportunity to be a police officer. He had to be a fireman instead. Then he went on a second tour, and they killed him. This right here is Satan. Ask Stephen King. It's a version of Satan, saluting them to their death. There is nothing more evil on this planet and more satanic than a police officer. And look at the old car. We have one of those old Fords in Fort Worth, way over there, not too far from Beth Yeshua, which is a Messianic temple. Messianic means Christ. They're Jews for Christ. Now, I want to see it one more time. There's nothing more evil on this planet. There's nothing more evil. There's the camera right there. Than the police officer. He is a version of Satan. The police officer that tried to kill us the other day, he said, you, stop, you as well. That's how Satan speaks. It is satanic. It's also dystopian. Now, I want to also show that the police officer looks Native American. This is something filmmaker may have chosen. The same filmmaker as I Am Legend. Now watch this right here. Let's look. Yes, he's a Native American police officer. Stephen King fears that more than his own wife, Tabitha. He fears the Native American police officer. Actually, Stephen King's pretty cool. I never met him. He's afraid of me. Now, we go here. We can barely see it. We can see it. Did you see it? Did you see it? It's a Native American police officer. That's what he fears the most. For the Native Americans become police officers, you're in trouble. This is our land. We ask for your surrender of the North. All your bullion and money comes to us today. You will surrender the badge. You will surrender the badge. Sister on the left, prepare yourself. Sister on your right, prepare yourself. Before us is a corrupt cop. Down on your knees, surrender your duty belt. It's a Native American cop. The most dangerous thing on the planet other than the post office and my stomach is a Native American cop. I'm just joking. I think Francis Lawrence may have put this in here for that sake, because it's not a white cop. And he's saluting them. And his car is out of time. Also, I don't get a sense of time in The Long Walk. I don't know if it's in the future or the past. Stephen King might have done that on purpose. Rip out. So one of the almost kills at the beginning is when this young boy, he's got a name, he has to take a knee to take a rock out of his shoe. There's a pebble in his shoe. And there's the camera. And the camera, Francis Lawrence should have had it kind of pointed towards him, because he'll get a gun to his head, but he gets a third final warning. Well, he gets a first warning, a second warning, then a third warning. And it's his final warning. And then at the last minute, he catches up and gets that 3 mile an hour. We're going to watch that sequence right here. And then I'm probably going to cut from here, boys. Second warning, number 5. 5's an evil number. 5 is an evil number. It's tying the laces. M16 to his head. Final warning. They will kill you. Yes, they will kill you. So that's what King is saying in this, because I'm telepathic. He's the only one he wants over to my dinner for the interview. I'm just joking. No, I don't believe or disbelieve in telepathy. But regardless, he gets a final warning, he catches up, and he's good to go. There's the writer. That's probably Stephen King. You know, like he's not the protagonist, though. That's the protagonist, Ray Garrity. But he is like a writer. He doesn't last too long. You realize when you watch The Long Walk, is Stephen King is a phenomenon. He's not a writer. He's a phenomenon. He is out of this world. Now I'm going to talk some truth about The Long Walk. Stephen King does go on long walks. He was known to do that. He also got hit by a van. The guy that hit him in the van had meat in it's like a cooler. You know those things that are like chest coolers you put beer in? Well, he was reaching back, and boom, he hit Stephen King. Now, he did kill him, so Stephen King did die. They had to stop his heart so he wouldn't bleed to death. But they were able to resurrect him. Knocked his hip out, broke most of his ribs, broke like 20 or 30 major bones in his body, and he died. But they resurrected him. And since that incident, which he talks about on Craft of Writing, he started writing differently. More first person, more spiritual, more theology. I think he's a better writer ever. The Bachman stuff is his best stuff, though. But anyway, I think my favorite book is Misery. Good to go.
Ghost Rider, motorcycle hero. He's looking so cute. Sneaking right around. around in a blue jumpsuit.
He also has a thing about broken ankles. I broke my ankle on a skateboard ramp. It was a spiral fracture. He likes to tear the ankle off and have them walk on their stump in the long walk. Stephen King, that is, isn't Richard Bachman.
But now's the time to look and look again at what you see. Is that the way it ought to stay?
Guys, you know, if you want to do a YouTube show, you could do it like a journal, a video log. People go into antique stores and they buy journals. Yeah, they do. They'll go into antique stores and it's like, whose journal is it? A writer. Listen, a writer would go into an antique store and find someone's journal. They'd flip the fuck out. Yeah, it's very rare. Yeah. But that was a fake sneeze. I'm an actor. But if you go into an antique store, okay, and you find a journal, a diary, like let's say the diary of Anne Frank, but you're not going to find that one, they already rescued it. If you find something like that, people are going to they'll bid for it. In some cases, they'll bid. They could bid on your YouTube show. You could privatize it, start selling people this way, so you get it ready for auction or whatever, 20 years from now. Shit, Out in the Woo stuff from Florida, fucking priceless. So I smeared it. I put blur on the thing. They still don't accept it. So my only option is probably to download it and to re-edit it so it cuts out the trespassing ticket. I think the cops should get fired. Man, it's spooky out. Spooky hot, right? 100 miles, 100 Fahrenheit. 100 degrees Fahrenheit. That's how you say it, 100 Fahrenheit. No, you can say 100 degrees Fahrenheit. It sounds funny, though. It looks weird on paper. But when you read it, it's okay. 100 degrees Fahrenheit. When you read it, it's okay. A lot of people will say 100 Fahrenheit. Or they'll say 100 degrees, but they won't say Fahrenheit. Because there's a novel out called Fahrenheit something. It's by... who the fucking guy did that? Yeah, I always say Bradbury, but I'm always wrong. Ray Bradbury. Fahrenheit. I was reading it before I went to Maine. I was trying to do a book that was like it. Fahrenheit 451. It's a Ray Bradbury book. Yeah, I was trying to do a version of that. I wrote a book before I went to Escape from Maine. It was a dystopian novel. It starts off with this guy. He basically, what he does, he takes all his books, and I think he puts them in the attic. And they're coming for him, they're coming to get him. So he goes up in the attic with his cat. And then he gets a backpack. He puts his cat in a backpack. Once they go through his house, they can't find him because he's in the attic. They don't bother to look in the attic. And they look for his books, but his books are in the attic. Leaves the books there, takes the cat, puts it in the back, goes off into this, into the world, which is set in White Settlement, Texas. And he sees his camp. It's set up, and all these people are behind the fences because of books and stuff. I think in the long walk, his father, Ray Garrity's father, is shot because of that reason, because of stuff that he represented, political reasons. And they're looking for these books in my personal story. Only he has them hid in the attic. It's a little bit like, if you ever seen the movie with Javier Bardem called Before Night Falls, he hides his poetry in the attic, or he hides it up in the ceiling or in the wall or in the floorboards from the Cuban government. And he's nearly killed over what he wrote over poetry. Yeah, he's nearly killed over poetry. And of course he was a homosexual. But anyway, in my story, he takes the cat, puts it in the backpack, and it starts off that way. I started writing it. I threw it away in a Dell computer. And then I went off to Maine and wrote Escape from Maine. If I only can remember what that novel, it was an attempt at a novel, what it was called. But I was reading, or I was studying Fahrenheit 451, Fahrenheit 451. I think is it Fahrenheit 451? I don't know how they say it, but Ray Bradbury wrote it. So Guy Montag is his name. He's in Fahrenheit 451. Yeah, the firemen are in charge of destroying the literature, destroying the books, and they burn them. They do book burnings, and they just burn all these books and stuff. And it's kind of like that. So in Fahrenheit 451, Guy Montage is the fireman, and he's disillusioned about burning literature. They have to burn these books that people gather. They start burning knowledge. Fahrenheit 451. It's written by Ray Bradbury. He came to my high school when I was a young kid and talked in front of the class. Or he talked in front of the auditorium. He talked about how he saw dinosaurs and wrote all this. Well, he wrote... Okay, so there was a... Ray Bradbury was married, and there was a roller coaster that was outside of his... where he was living. You could see it kind of out in the distance. It was a roller coaster. And he got an idea from it and started writing about dinosaurs. That's where he came up with his dinosaur book. So it's Dinosaur Tales, Ray Bradbury. He's a pretty cool guy. He spoke before Pascal High School. Whether Taylor Sheridan was there, I don't know. Taylor writes, he's one of the greatest writers and screenwriters we have in Hollywood. He writes Hell or High Water, and he wrote probably my favorite movie is Sicario, one of them. He might have been there when Ray Bradbury was there, but Ray Bradbury did speak before us. He did talk about the Dinosaur Tales. He didn't talk a whole lot about Fahrenheit 451, but he talked a little bit about everything. When I went to Maine and I got into the cabin in Parkman first, then Guilford, and then Dover Foxcroft. When I got there at Parkman, I started kind of behaving in the mind of Ray Bradbury a little bit, and Kurt Vonnegut was a big influence. But it was more Ray Bradbury, kind of science fiction. I got out of all that, and I started writing Escape from Maine. Escape from Maine is a failure. It is a failure. It is an attempt at a novel, but it is there in 971 pages. It's under my fiction press, under my pseudonym, Ash Cole. If you read it, be prepared. It's very different than what you've read in other stuff. We live in a real weird world today. It's very strange because people have information that they don't really need. back then when Ray Bradbury was writing, they couldn't tell where he was. Kurt Vonnegut, they never knew where Kurt Vonnegut was. Stephen King, they had his address, but he did travel. Stephen King is at 47 West Broadway in Bangor. He does travel, and he's not always there. There was a time a lady ran in with a hand grenade, and they got her. He didn't want her killed, so they didn't kill her. But she, broke the last castle law, ran in with a grenade, holding it, and wanted to talk to Stephen King about his work. They got her, and they put her in a loony bin. But you don't know where these writers are. Okay, listen, there's nothing more powerful in the world than a writer, other than the United States president. The written word commands, okay? Now here's why. The written word will outlast the heavens and earth, okay? It is written. The written word will outlast the heavens and earth. It is written.
It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions in a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in the words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I sat on the roof and kicked out the moss. Well, a few of the verses, well, they've got me quite cross, but the sun's been quite kind while I wrote this song. It's for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting, but these things I do, you see, I've forgotten if they're green or they're blue. Anyway, the thing is, what I really need, yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. And you can tell everybody this is the song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in the words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in the words how wonderful about your